a glorious evening it is as well. We are shaded a little bit in the trees here in the commentary box, but we have been very blessed with the weather that we've got today. So the random grid for this heat, let's see what's thrown up for us. Alfie Hale on pole position, the Kinetica Racing Black driver. Alongside him, Charlie Ratford of Nameless Motorsport. Now, Nameless Motorsport have already won a couple of heats today, their drivers, in the form of Jack Goldsmith and some others of their drivers as well. So a high bar for entry into that team. So keep an eye on Charlie Ratford from second on the grid. Adam Beaumont, who went very, very well in his heat earlier, to come all the way from near the back of the grid to the front, starting from third. Chris Clisborn in fourth. Martin Russell, Barry Morris, Job van Legenhorst, Andy Louis, Carl Hillis and Toby Tozer round out the top 10. And then your grid is completed by Toby McAllister Brown, Glenn Marison, Jack Goldsmith of Nameless Motorsport. Keep an eye on him. Reese Kello, Tom Webster, Robert Shevlin, Aldas of YouTube fame, of course, Samuel Ezery and Jasper Stewart Staff are your 19 drivers. Again, a high caliber of driver for this one. Keep an eye on some drivers who are sort of mid-pack who will be looking to come through as well. As the last drivers just make their way out onto the circuit, just seems to be a little bit of a delay as perhaps a spare car is brought out for the drivers. Charlie Ratford, only 18 years old, starting on row number 1 in second position. BIKC driver, British Indoor Karting Championship, finished 6th in a race, or this event here last year, I should say, and is a 3-time British indoor champion. So keep an eye out for Charlie Ratford. I told you that Nameless Motorsport's criteria for entry was high. Alfie Hale, 17 years old, again a super young front row. First time competing in the Kart Racer Champions, and is too a British indoor lightweight champion. So a couple of indoor champions lining up on the front of the grid. Adam Beaumont, Club 73 Pro champion last year, which is predominantly outdoor. Chris Clisborn alongside him, Nameless Motorsport. We're about to get underway here for number 13. And we are underway. Keep an eye on some stuff happening further down the order. But also some relatively simple as we go through turns 1 and 2. Well behaved going into the head, I should say that. Perhaps a little bit of commentators curse. A little bit large on the exit. Seems to have got it very nicely. And to the inside goes Adam Beaumont. Adam Beaumont into the lead from third place. He's gained 2 positions in one corner there from 4th place on the grid. Third place on the grid, Adam Beaumont. Absolutely fantastic situational awareness there from the young driver. He's had a very good day today with Adam. Just to see if he can stay at the front of this one. It seems as though the order is shuffled up quite a lot. It's left wide and maybe most of the driver involved there. So Randall Gardner. There's going to be quite a lot of movement on this timing tower as they cross the line. So it is Adam Beaumont who leads up 3 places. Alfie Hale in second position, down from pole position. So again, move to the inside from 4 of Alfie Hale. Monster involved there as well, with his Fernando Alonso tribute helmet. And a huge mover in this one has been the number 5 of Robert Chevrolet, who is up 12 places from 1600 grid, 11 places I should say, up to 5th. So Robert Chevrolet, starting on the penultimate row of the grid, has made incredible progress in this race before losing 3 places in the end. Just goes to show you how competitive it is. Just a couple of drivers losing it. Job van Bredenhorst, the Belgian driver, I believe, giving a hand signal to, I believe that was Tom Webster, the 23-year-old Dutch driver, sorry. Shot. To McAllister Brown. I don't think there's been a lap so far in this race where he hasn't gone side by side on the downhill. So he's Andy Moon, he's in the front. Adam Beaumont holding down that second place. As we established, a very young front to this grid, with the exception of Andy. Right, that will take me personally. All of these young drivers are already very, very accomplished at this early stage of their racing careers. The fastest lap of the race from Andy Liu, 50.7. We expect that to drop by another couple of tenths, but that will set up crucially for Charlie Rafford and David Motorsports coming in third. Replacing Adam on the pressure. Sizable gap now between the 4th place of Alfie Hell and the 5th place, number 6 of Bruce Clismore. He seems to extend the flow of positions he was using there briefly. This battle for second now closed right up between Adam and Charlie. Andy is having all his own way at the front of the field so far. Adam feeling the need to go slightly defensive into turns 1 and 2. Charlie Radford, no doubt, will have many laps around this track as well. These drivers are very, very aware. Where's the best place to overtake? Where's the best place to defend? So what makes gaining positions in this event so difficult. Before I should try to down the inside there at the downhill, that would be very bold if he got for it. Is he going to have a look into guard this time? No, I don't know what he's off nicely. Moves to the inside and then moves back across the middle to open up the corner. Very smart driving there from Adam. Below reaches at the top 10. Seems to be a lot of argy-bargy. The big story from this one is that Jack Goldsmith, who started 13th on the grid, is now down into last place. So the driving on one of the heats earlier on today is having an absolute nightmare in this one. And now goes Charlie Rafford to the inside of Adam Beaumont. 2 wheels on the curb, but the right wheels within track limits. But this is what I was always talking about. So if we get up that inside, we can never hold it, never hold the momentum out of it. Radford though, all over the back of Beaumont now. These two still have a decent gap to the guys behind. Alfie Hell, really loading the race on his own, but I don't doubt he'll mind too much. Still looking at the strong position of these drivers. This is also something you have to consider, the difference between racing in the heats versus the final. Is that in the heats you have to be careful about the amount of risk that you take, especially if you're in a good point scoring position. The further down you are, the more risky you're willing to be with the moves so you can move up. When it comes to the final, of course, there's nothing except the result that you get in the final. So to fighting for the lead. Down the inside goes Charlie Radford. Nicely positioned move that one. And he got the move done very cleanly there. Pretty textbook stuff that by Radford. But Adam is going to go for the cutback. Try and hold it around the outside. Radford does give him the space. Just about, putting most of them onto the paint. It is Andy Liu who does continue to lead in the front of this field. Seems like he's already got this race nicely sewn up, and it is this battle for second and third that we are focusing on. Pretty big battle happening as well for the minor points in the top 10. Points of course scored from all positions. result if you're going for the overall win. You can theoretically fight your way up to the finals. As proven in these races, it is very, very difficult to make up places. See James Watson now just getting out of the way of the race leader. So disappointed for him. Second and third. Cone warning for Adam Beaumont. He needs to make sure he doesn't get too many of those, otherwise he could get a penalty. Those guys behind him aren't that far behind. In fact, that gap's actually really close up now, so this battling between Ratford and Beaumont is allowing the likes of Hale, McAllister Brown and Tozer and Clismore to get back within reach. So 3 laps left to go in this race. This battle is not over. Podium places. Lovely line from Adam Beaumont, gets absolutely fantastic, gets absolutely squeezed to the line by Charlie Ratford. So that was probably a little bit more from Ratford. He needs to make sure he doesn't do too many of those. Adam was completely alongside. Needs to be afforded a car split. Kart just being pushed onto the grass. So this battling is allowing those chasing behind, the likes of Hale, McAllister, Brown, Tozer, to get involved, and immediately upon arrival, Hale is going for a move on Beaumont. So now this top 5 is closing right up. Very nice gap out front for the leaders, but really focused on this battle for second position. So much about Andy Lee in this race, but we can't understate the impressiveness of this drive. He is the fastest man on track consistently. He's just set a new fastest lap of the race on that last lap of 50.4, just several tenths of a second faster than what anyone else out there is able to even complete now. So from 8th on the grid, Andy Lee straight up into second and then getting first. Then the Chinese driver. Likely going to have one more lap after this one to sort out this battle for second and third. Bradford does seem to have the better pace through the first half of the lap, but Beaumont's a little bit stronger in the second half, so this gap is yo-yoing slightly. The chasing pack is a bit sort of busy on and fighting with each other to worry about it towards these second and third place riders. Reece Kello, who was probably in one of the earlier races, is just now getting onto the back of these guys after sliding 14 places, that's 7 places. It seems like these drivers are going to get 2 laps now. Oh my goodness, number 9 of Toby Tozer completely losing it under the brake pedal. You can hear the shouts from the crowd as they saw him going sideways. Very, very well held actually from Tozer, and very good awareness from the other drivers to see him coming and then drift. What that's actually meant is that Adam Beaumont is starting to be swarmed, and all of a sudden this battle that was just for second and third, this battle for third, is now about 8 cars. So this race really coming alive in the final closing stages of this race. It's a shame we didn't have this for the entire race. Reece Kello and Webster going side by side. As they cross the line, still any of these guys could finish on the podium. Andy Liu in front by one of the biggest margins we've seen so far, 12 seconds. That's all in his own place. Jack Goldsmith about to be lapped by the majority of the pack. Well, apologies, that's actually Charlie Rowland in the number 1. He's got a bit of clean air now. Adam Beaumont, he was under quite a lot of pressure for that 3rd place, but he's managed to maintain it. But Andy Liu will take the race win, but we are focused on this battle for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, all the way down to 10th place. So they're going side by side through Garda for the last time in this race. Andy Liu takes the race win, Charlie Ratford in 2nd and Alfie Hale in 3rd. keep an eye out for Andy Liu for the rest of this weekend's running. An absolutely dominant win margin in the end. 13 seconds there or thereabouts. He finished in front. 0.4 of a second clear, best lap-wise, in front of Ratford, and 0.6 of a second better lap time than Beaumont.